I really admire your food. I really admire your style. I think you're a fantastic cook. Really.
Thank you.
One sea bass and one monkfish.
Yes, chef.
Peter's monkfish orders are in, but unlike Nilika, the last-minute work required means he's struggling to keep on top of everything.
Go, go, go. Come on, too slow. Peter, how long this monkfish? Let's go. Chop, chop.
How long's that next monkfish?
3 minutes, chef.
Come on, I'm aging rapidly here. 20 seconds.
One monkfish on the pass, chef.
Thank you, very nice.
Peter's finally got his dish out, but there is still a long service to go. Meanwhile, Helen's lamb is proving a hit, but can she cook it to order?
One special lamb.
Coming now, 20 seconds.
Medium rare, yeah?
Yes, chef.
Everyone wants the lamb, so I've got about, I don't know, 8, 10 or something in at the moment. They're all over the place.
After a shaky start, she's now firing on all cylinders, cooking the lamb to perfection.
Now that's medium rare, Helen. Well done.
Thank you, chef.
Yeah, perfect. Getting the hang of this, aren't you?
Yeah.
The contestants have now been on their feet for 16 hours. Helen's turning out dozens of perfect plates, but Peter's still finding it hard to keep up with the demands of his orders.
Come on, guys, just slowing down now, guys. Speed it up. Put it here, Peter. Put it here. Don't, just put it here. Put your pan here. OK, fine. Take it out. Cut it diagonally.
Very hectic, very hectic. It's difficult, to say the least.
Service! Yes, sir! Come on!
With the end of service in sight, Peter is still struggling, whilst Nilika's orders have slowed to a trickle. Helen, meanwhile, is calmly finishing what has been an impeccable service. With the night almost over, head chef Mark delivers his verdict.
These guys have been 10 times better than I ever thought they would be. And in fact, I'm impressed. And if any of them want to come and work part-time, they're welcome.
But is there any of those three you'd employ full-time?
Definitely Helen, with Nilika a close second.
After 18 hours in professional kitchens, the endurance test is over. But tomorrow the pressure continues as they face one more daunting test. It's early morning on day 2, and the contestants arrive at MasterChef HQ for the final test. Yesterday, 27-year-old Peter held his own under the pressure of breakfast service, but he struggled with timing during dinner. Can he make up lost ground and win a place in the quarter-final?
I can definitely win today. I'm very confident in the dishes I've designed. If they go as I want them to go, then they'll be right up there.
Telecoms manager Helen performed well in the endurance test.
Yesterday I realised that I'm extremely competitive because once we got going in that environment, you know, I was just totally up for it and really wanted to win.
Former nursery nurse Nilika lacked coordination in the morning, but she came back strongly in dinner service. Can she now produce some winning dishes?
I'm doing my own style of cooking today, so that's the advantage that I have. You will see a lot of me in my cooking today.
There is no room for mistakes. This stuff has to be superb if you are serious about going through. Let's cook.
After showing how they coped with an 18-hour service, the contestants now have an hour to prove they can deliver their own 2 courses to the highest standards. Only one of them will win a place in the quarter-final. After her success last night, Telecoms manager Helen hopes to keep up the momentum with a pigeon pitivier followed by sea bass with samphire.
Why does this mean so much to you, Helen?
Because this is just something that I've always wanted to do, and you know, food is something that I've been passionate about for years and years and years, and this is a way for me to demonstrate that I'm good at something that I really care about.
As long as she gets that fish cooked well, she is going to cook beautiful, beautiful food. It's all about the execution. That pitivier, pastry not cooked properly, dry inside. There are so many things to go wrong.
Peter has opted for crab ravioli, followed by a hearty dish of skate wing.
Ravioli is not necessarily very easy. Is that not just a little bit too risky to be doing in an hour?
I don't think so. I mean, I'd like, you know, the ideal world, I'd like to rest my pasta dough for at least an hour.
Do you think you're a better cook than the other two?
I think I'm good enough to win this. I like cooking and I like being good at things and I like being the best at things, and you know, I love sport, I love competing. I mean, that's why I'm back, you know. I don't like to lose.
The ifs and buts for me is all about the ravioli. If he gets that right, John, that is classic, stunningly beautiful food.
You guys are halfway. Comprende?
Having struggled in breakfast service, Neelika's trying to redeem herself with dishes from her native Sri Lanka. Pork curry followed by a semolina-based dessert.
Neelika, why have you gone for Sri Lankan food?
It's spicy, flavoursome. That's where I come from. So this time I'm cooking from my heart.
Why have you decided to come back to MasterChef, Neelika?
It was unfinished business last year, and I want to win this year.
You look quite calm on the outside.
Do I?
Is that what's happening inside?
Inside I keep telling, these two gentlemen must leave me alone now.
John, I walk past there, the spices fill my nostrils and I start salivating. I can't get my head around the semolina pudding, but we know she packs flavours into things. We know that she cooks very, very well. I think I'm just going to have to leave it a chance and hope it's delicious. Just 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes left. One minute. Come on. That's it, guys. Down your tools, please. All done.
After her success in the endurance test, can Helen win that quarter-final place with a pigeon and mushroom pativio with red wine sauce, followed by pan-fried sea bass with samphire, shellfish and a herb velouté?
Light, buttery pastry, moist, beautiful pigeon inside, just a slightly sweet and sticky, very good sauce. That's probably about as good as it gets.
Thank you.
It's very difficult to say anything else except for excellent, really. It's very, very good indeed.
Now we bring in the main that is sea bass. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. A little bit of sauciness coming from the fish, hint of Pernod coming through the sauce. That is absolutely perfect.
I think every single part of it is cooked very, very well indeed. The problem you've got right now
Is in this room.
is you've got two other people in this room who've also worked just as hard as
I
you.
know that. Yeah.
After struggling in the dinner service, can Peter turn it around with his crab ravioli, followed by pan-fried skate wing with fennel and green sauce?
The crab filling is lovely and fresh. The tomatoes have got a bit of heat in them from the chilli. I think it's very good indeed.
Your pasta is beautifully soft and as thin as you can get it without it breaking open. For you, in the time to make a sauce and make your pasta for the ravioli shows a great cook. A great, great cook.
Let's move on. Main course of skate. The sauce is tangy and rich and full of capers and oil and wonderful herbs. The deliciousness of that fennel is extraordinary. It is a seriously clever, complicated, interesting dish. I think that's brilliant.
The meat in that fish is beautifully cooked. The texture is all soft, all lovely.
I really admire your food. I really admire your style. I think you're a fantastic cook. Really.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can Neelika impress with a pork brown curry with coconut roti and fresh coriander sambal, followed by kesari, a Sri Lankan semolina dessert?
You're looking a bit nervous.
I really want to win this. I really, really want this badly.
We're supposed to eat this with our fingers, so we're going to. The spice of the pork, all those lovely flavours in there. Then the sweetness of the coconut with that roti just softens everything off. It tastes delicious. The spicing and the flavouring is extraordinary. Fascinating stuff, because it's so light and you get the flavour of fruit and the crunch of nut and a slight bit of saffron, and all the time is a mellow washing of the rose water. It's very, very beautiful. It's lovely, really lovely. There is so much flavour in there. It's really, really interesting. I like the headiness of the rose water and the saffron, but I've got to say, I think it's very, very good indeed.